Hey guys, TheSmileBC here with the long-awaited Beta 33 rundown video. I'm so excited that the update is finally here and there are so many new features that I've decided it would be better to make this a slower pace sort of developers type of update video. So take a seat, grab a drink and let's delve into everything you need to know about Beta 33. So let's start with the main focus and big change of Beta 33. The vanilla enchanting system has now been fully replaced with Middle-earth modifiers. Modifiers are randomly generated statistics on each piece of equipment. In this fashion you can have a sword that has extra range, durability or damage. But there's also a possibility you get a negative modifier, making them weaker than others on some fields. But if you prefer to keep the vanilla enchanting, you can still enable them in the configurations. We also reworked the anvil to fit better into the world of Middle-earth and the new system. You can still do anything you used to be able to do on the anvil, but the price of crafting the anvil is cheaper, and instead of experience orbs you will have to use appropriate metals to do things. You can rename, combine or reforge equipment. Reforging means you can reroll the modifiers you were handed on your piece of equipment, so don't worry too much if you get a negative modifier. In case you don't have any extra materials to afford any of this, you can also find a trader and ask them to do these things for you in return of coins. A more in-depth video on modifiers and how they work can be found on my channel. I'll put a link up on the screen and down in the description as well, so it's easy to find. Also, a developer's note, don't worry about some armor sets or weapons being absolutely overpowered with these modifiers. We made sure to balance them as best as we could, at least so that the top tier vanilla enchantments can no longer be recreated with one specific set of armor and modifiers. Basically, we made sure no god myth can be recreated ever again. Moving over to all the new things for builders, we asked the community about a change for the vanilla glass texture on Facebook. At first we went through with it, retexturing all the glass into the new glass, but we hate to take away building options from the players, so we decided to keep them both. You can now craft a new glass with 4 blocks of the old glass, so it can now fit whatever style or design you are working on. Speaking of fitting designs and builds, we also decided to add colored fence gates, just wanted to throw that out there. As well as a new utility block called the millstone. No, not the milestone, we all misread that, I know. But the millstone allows various crafting recipes to be done for free. You can turn bricks into cracked brick, stone back into cobblestone, cobblestone into gravel, gravel into flint, as well as rock salt into salt. I didn't mention that last part in my video about the millstone, but other than that you can find all you need to know in that video. Finally, there's one more thing that builders and linguists are gonna jump with joy from. We have made it so that bookshelves can now actually be used to store books. By right-clicking any bookshelf, you'll open up a chest inventory that can only be used to store books. No more chests scattered around the library, but instead, hundreds of options to store your party invites. I want to use this transition to also mention the pre-written books that will now generate all over Middle-earth. Thanks to a massive community contribution, plenty of books can now be looted from structures, or ripped from the possession of enemies and friends, and stored or read in your lazy armchair. We added a decent amount already, but I'm sure those numbers will increase in the future. It's definitely worth reading some of these for either a good laugh or a good immersive sensation when you explore the world. Meet different cultures and everything. Speaking of exploring the world, it is filled with precious gems and shiny rocks for you to hoard and collect. I will not say too much about them other than that, because I wish to have a good head start to collect them all. No, but on a more serious note, we did add gems, and they will now generate all over the world, so go crazy on them, sell them, hoard them, do whatever you want. They're cool, they're beautiful, and they're a lot of fun. And if gems aren't your thing, perhaps you'll find some beauty and joy from the fact that we also added coral blocks with corals growing in the wonderful blue ocean. Take them home with you, but be careful, they are extremely vulnerable, so bring something silky. Still not satisfied? Let's take a long good look at the night sky. See the new star of Erendil and the beautiful moon, and find clairvoyance in the peaceful black of space. Or just learn to appreciate new features, you ungrateful. Okay, moving over. Autumno. Autumno's great rework is in Beta 33. The bricks look different, the tunnels are random and filled with collapsed roofs, sunken floors, and tunnels that have taken form over the course of time. Be wary when you dive down, but the rewards might be great for you to reclaim. Now I have a few more things I would like to mention before we wrap this up. We have decided to remove Mithril from Meneltama, and we have good reason to do this. First of all, it does not make a lot of sense for Mithril to be there. In addition to that, the whole intent of having Menotama was to serve as a mysterious island that is known to be out there, but not actually visited, as the #1 tourist location for each noob who wanted to set up as fast as they could. The journey there lacks too many servers and caused Menotama to lose its actual purpose. We hope you guys understand that this wasn't to mess with you, but to fix a mistake on our end that we never should have made in the first place. Now that that's out of the way, something most interesting for PvP has been added, a thing for a long time we considered impossible. Poisoned arrows and bolts can now be crafted and taken onto the battlefield as a personal message of your fondness for that one guy 120 feet away. Or if it's more to your liking, 20 messages for that one guy 2 feet away. Now to round things up, we added the magical elvish rope that can be used to scale down or up vertical surfaces and recollect it with a handy right click. No more worries about leaving all those ladders lying around, but instead a trustworthy friend for all your adventures. That's about everything you need to know about Beta 33. There are a lot more features, naturally, which can all be found in the changelog, so I highly recommend you read it all. There will be a link in the description, as well as for the mod download, and for the other videos that I mentioned earlier in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy Beta 33, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.